I've got a massive announcement and it involves these boxes. What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and the reason this video is so special is we do have the largest announcement we've made in well over 20 years, but that announcement has a lot to do with these boxes, and these boxes have a whole lot to do with parts on my Bronco. Now keep in mind, it is not every day that I am putting brand new parts on my Bronco. In fact, it's actually been a while since I have done this. And so what I wanted to do is kind of show you some of these parts and kind of walk you through that process. So the very first thing you can see, I feel like it's Christmas. So we've got some hardware here. All right, so you've got a little molly panel and you've got a little bit of a bracket. This is a high lift jack mount. A little bit more on that in just a second. Let's cut open this next box. Look at that. So you can probably guess this is going to be the mount for that gas can. Excuse me. Hey! Oh, there's another one in here. Hot dog. All right. As a side note, I'm noticing the powder coating and the quality of all of these parts are really good quality. Here's your little hint. And the last of the small boxes is gonna probably give it all away. An adjustable tailgate stop. All right, you've seen the other smaller boxes and you can probably piece together exactly what's in this big box. In my opinion, it is the best one on the market as far as quality, build, and really overall use. This is a portion of it. We got multiple pieces here. A hinge, another hinge, and I would assume that on the underside of this, dude, this is the brand new tailgate reinforcement by RTR. If you don't know who RTR is, let me give you a 3-second rundown. But this is going to allow me to put a massive tire that I already have back there and those other accessories. So you might be wondering why I need a bigger or stronger tailgate reinforcement, because I've got the rough country on there and I've not had really any big issues with it. When I was off-roading at Windrock the other day, I realized that if I had a flat tire, I wouldn't be able to change it because the jack comes from the factory, simply not gonna be enough. So I need to find a way to mount my high lift jack to my Bronco without taking up any more interior space. Well, that's where this particular kit comes in. They have a dedicated high lift mount for this tailgate. And in addition to that, I can also put some fuel if I'm going on a long excursion in my Bronco. Now that we've got everything unboxed, it is time to get this vehicle up top and let Tyler, our technician, get this thing installed. As we're wrapping up the rest of this install, I do want to cover a couple of things about this particular setup. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a perspective, this is what actually came off of my Bronco, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. We sell a whole lot of these. It's a great system for what it's designed for. It's designed to strengthen the tailgate. But what's crazy about this system is that it actually takes off all of the load from the tailgate and actually applies it to the hinges and the full support system. Let's take a look. Now, there's a couple of things you were showing me earlier, something about this particular piece that it yes. pushes out or pushes in.
You can adjust this in or out depending on the width of your tire and the placement of the bottom of the tire against the bumper when the door is closed.
Very cool.
But it allows your clearance between the tire and the
Okay. And I see you've got multiple different bolts or slots where you could, I guess you could move this up even higher if you wanted to, is that right?
Yes, you can come up, this would be your highest position, and then it also has a one more lower position so that you could maybe add something on top.
And now we've got it in this particular location because I'm assuming that the high lift jack mount is going to bolt up into these areas right here. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. So I know I picked this whole piece up when I first unboxed it yesterday, and I know I've fallen a little out of shape, but it's a pretty heavy part.
It is definitely sturdy.
Absolutely.
With the piece you had before, it was reinforcing the door. Now the door is reinforcing this.
That is a very good way. All right, I'm stealing that. That is a very good point. There's a couple things I noticed on the inside here. This is the
swing stop.
Swing stop. Okay, so I'm assuming that because we've got these larger hinges, that if we didn't have that, if you opened it all the way, it'd probably cause body damage, I'm assuming. Is that?
It would make contact. It could also make contact with the brake light as well.
Yep. I noticed that on RTR's site and also on TCcustoms.com, where you can shameless plug, you can buy this, is that they say that if you install this system and you don't get that swing stop, it could cause damage. So very important to make sure you pick that swing stop up. What would you say is the biggest upside of this particular part?
Everything went together as they said it is supposed to.
Okay.
So there was no adjustments, I didn't have to rub on something, drill, hit it with a hammer, nothing. It just kind of went together as they said it should.
Okay. So you see a lot of different manufacturers of parts. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how would you rate the build quality?
I would say a 9.
That's probably better than some of the other things that we see come across. If you had to make one recommendation, what would be the one thing that would get this part to a 10?
Wow. I don't like to give anything a 10.
There you have it. There's a 10 without getting a 10. I like it. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Now, if you have not been able to put it together yet, the big announcement is that TC Customs Town & Country is teaming up with RTR. We're teamed up with a lot of really good partners right now. You know, we've got SCA Performance, who makes the Black Widow F-150s and 250s. We've got the Roush Performance vehicles, which carry a lot of really nice custom packages on the vehicles. You know, we signed up with both of those companies in the early 2000s, well over 20 years ago. We've not signed up with anyone else since then until right now. So I am super pumped to announce to you guys that not only are we able to sell these parts a la carte, but we can actually sell the full RTR vehicle packages for the Bronco. We are going to go to the brand new RTR Mustang launch event. I'm so excited to see that. There's a lot of really good things with this partnership, and I am super excited because I'll tell you, I have had the chance to meet Vaughn Gittin Jr. years ago, and he's just a good quality dude. And that's one thing that I've always learned is you find good people that want to make a product that can change the world, team up with them and do good things. And speaking of good people, we are now at CGS Vinyl in Pelham, Alabama, because this RTR partnership is only one of 3 major modifications. And as you probably guessed it, CGS Vinyl is going to be doing a brand new wrap on my Bronco. As you can see, they just pulled off the matte Nardo gray wrap on the vehicle, and we've got the carbonized gray all the way around. You're gonna have to wait till the next video to see exactly what I'm doing with the wrap, and it's kind of wild. You're gonna wanna see that. That's number 2. But the 3rd major modification, I'm not even gonna give you a hint. You're gonna have to wait until the next video to see what that is. But my Bronco version 2.0 is coming very, very soon. Subscribe down below if you wanna see that build. If you have any questions, leave us a comment down below, and have a great day. Peace.